Yo, this Kwailive right here on riverwestradio.com. It's time for the Live and Direct show. 5th show. Actually 6th, I think, right now. You know what I'm saying? Almost 2 months up in here. Yeah, we're going to keep it moving right now on this show, man. Enjoying the weather. It's been kind of real humid out here, man. Real, like, muggy. I'm sure all of y'all are trying to stay cool, air conditioning, watching a couple preseason games and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying the day. But yeah, right now today, I got like one joint that I'm gonna play. This is the instrumental to this one brand new song that's coming on my next mixtape. You will know, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep it moving and keep it locked here. Also, again, like if you want to get like my other mixtapes, you can go on SoundCloud. Check up Kwailive, that's spelled Kwailive. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you all time to get the pen and paper and stuff again so we can do this again. Kwailive. Find on SoundCloud, that piff. Couple things. There's a couple other things that's coming on. You know what I mean? My schedule, and I'm gonna let y'all know when the shows keep progressing and all that. But we about to keep it moving right now. Kwailive, Live and Direct show. Hit us up. Oh yeah, we got a number. Hit us up, man. 935-2951. That's every code 414. Milwaukee area. If you're listening international, tell me what you feeling. You know what I'm saying? Off of what's being played right here on riverwestradio.com. Stay tuned and watch. You heard?
I was once told I'll never make it. Now the chance I gotta take it. Never the photo disgrace it. I will never go back, just face it. No, never, I won't waste it. I was once told I'll never make it. Now this chance I gotta take it. Never the photo disgrace it. I will never go back, just face it. No, never, I won't waste it. Had a lot of doubts and fears, wondering through the years if this chance would appear for an audience to hear. Me performing on the MIC, telling my story, pain and glory so you can feel me. What kind of relate is up for debate, yet and still I wish for this fate to happen at a faster rate. But I had to slow down to let myself be found if it was meant for me to wear a crown. Seeing others shine, I was fine, even though I wanted my chance to shine and show I got those rhymes. That could be the difference for a young brother getting a sentence to working as an apprentice. Unlocking the door to see what they can have and more. Willing to explore what's inside of that core. To be someone else has gotta continue on, never giving up the fight. I was once told I'll never make it. Now this chance I gotta take it. Never the photo disgrace it. I will never go back, just face it. No, never, I won't waste it. I was once told I'll never make it. Now this chance I gotta take it. Never the photo disgrace it. I will never go back, just face it. No, never, I won't waste it.
Just eat. Just eat. Just eat. Just eat.
Was it just?
Just eat.
Were they just?
Just eat.
Was it just?
Just eat.
Were they just?
Just eat.
Was it just?
Just eat.
Were they just?
Just eat.
Was it just?
Just eat.
Were they just?
Just eat.
Shackled from feet
Just
to neck, stands a human object that was put to subjective treatment because he was a threat. Considered by society for committing crimes violently, causing many casualties lost by their families. Not able to understand why he took away their loved ones' lifespans by the force of his hands. Sitting in the courtroom, awaiting his doom from irrational decisions made too soon by a blasting boom. Only because he felt the need to make them bleed over material greed as his actions proceed and taking them out because he knew no other route except to air his anger out in a dangerous pout. As a former football player, once seen as a local legend, no one would reckon you would have done this without second guessing because of his past. Yet at last the jury came with a verdict that changed his life in the flash. Was it just?
Just eat.
Were they just?
Just eat.
Was it just? Were they just? Was it just? Were they just? Was it just? Were they just? A child is crying in the crib while the mother is breaking with nothing to give her praise for God to forgive her for her scheme to rob the corner store, unlocking the back door in attempts to explore the goods and store. Returning home, but she wasn't alone in the building when the owner pointed his chrome adjacent to her dome, telling her to drop all that she took. With her hands in the air standing shook, she had to find a way and book. Seeing the assortment of canned goods and loose plywood, she stood waiting for the chance so she could grab one of them as she was explaining to him why she came at 11 p.m. Reaching for the lumber, adrenaline was racing through her to knock his gun away from her. Fighting on the ground, now taking his weapon, letting off a few rounds to have him lie dead with his face down. Was it just? Were they just? 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 In the middle of Brazil, where it's barely a cold chill, a billionaire has a plan to create a field where natives and rare plants have habitat in the way of making it flat, so he has to interact. Using force to take a village, paying a militia to kill and pillage so he can have the privilege of seeing his image taking form as a violent storm without the news reports to inform the public, because it would be against the norm that he would admit to doing such a crime. Plus the networks are invested by his dimes with the operation to start building the base for his corporation, buying out politicians of that nation for everything to go well, cleaning the dirt under his fingernails before he stuffed from quell the pasta shells off on the yacht in the South Atlantic, distant from the screams of panic. Was it just? Were they just? 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 Were they? Kwailive on this beat. Provoking minds, Lakeman, OOTC.
Live and direct show, River West Radio.
Lyrical Messiah. They not. Lyrical Messiah. They not. They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not. Lyrical Messiah. They not. They not close.
Off the Richter scale, I got the intel. You should in hell, gaining substance to excel and do well. I never dwell to make you fail, just to tell stories in detail. Faster than email from this physical shell. Broadcasted from Solomon, Juno kicking it like judo as the boss. No, you just extra points to the free
draw straight from my people in the form non-lethal but infinite. To produce more sequels touching each one of you. Being seen, my teacher now don't believe in what you're receiving. Catching the air, breathing is non-deceiving. With proper reason and spice stuff for the season to get a plate while you're reaching for a better meaning. I give you all of that on every track to impact the stretch you've been holding back to react and to act from the contact. Hearing my disc compact, the DJ suspend the wax a check for me. In fact,
Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
They not close.
Open-minded to define it, I rhyme it to be the ultimate king, omnipotent, so you're rewinded. Define it in my wit for a bit. I'll spit so eloquent as a word specialist is evident. Like Dana Copperfield and prophetic, doing magic that's majestic. My skills athletic, do poetics, taking all the credit, proofreading to the edit, so the masses won't forget it. Passing logic while going brolic over beats. No matter the topic, I can rock it off a socket. Blowing speakers with the potenita. I get to run because I'm too eager to greet ya. With the gifts in hand to make you overstand what I put in plan from this simple command. Written by this African American. Sharing some thoughts on another hand as I let my pen land off of this man.
Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
They not close.
Elevated on the greater plane, my matter contains a lot worth within the brain to refrain from the nonsense, for proper guidance and reliance of the creator to the universal science, giving me the ability to preach prosperity for the ones who hear me, sharing in humility. Truthfully, it's all I can be as an entity for some divinity to make use of me, pointing out some better directions for all who's lost at the intersection. In doubt, second guessing their own gut feeling, will recognize the messages to healing through how I'm revealing my real intention by a literal description, birth to a mission that plans to uphold traditions from the past in the present for the future. I have a lesson plan to educate you as a tutor.
Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
They not close. Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
Lyrical Messiah. They not.
Fuck the beat up.
They not close.
I'm one in, I step one in to get in to begin this mission. Just to mention my vision and what it envisions when you take a listen to what is given. I'm one in, I step one in to get in to begin this mission. Just to mention my vision and what it envisions when you take a listen to what is given. Live from North America, direct to your area, causing mass hysteria from here to Bulgaria, reigning over the Black Sea. Master lock and key to be the MC that shocks the industry completely. Over my own production, rocking a function in conjunction to fix hip-hop's malfunctions, giving the public better material. My visual will spark the fire in any individual, throwing the book out the nook to make you look before I cook in the pot, getting your hook. Offer the passage on the board written and marked as a work of art. This is just the start to where I embark, leaving something for the time capsule, still to baffle and rattle your brain fragile with no hassle and complex simplicity. I'll enhance you mentally to a higher degree, just wait and see. I'm one in, I step one in to get in to begin this mission. Just to mention my vision and what it envisions when you take a listen to what is given. I'm one in, I step one in to get in to begin this mission. Just to mention my vision and what it envisions when you take a listen to what is given. I stand like a statue, confident, being the product of the mother continent. I bring astonishment, transfiguring the alphabet to offset the usual bet. I interject a message you haven't heard yet. In characteristics unorthodox, to be specific, overqualified logistics that's very prolific through the common text stated in the context of my ability to index information and communicate next. The data in the process, using the nerve reflex to express how I plan this conquest, or just elaborate on why I'm the strongest candidate who can formulate better by the words I illustrate. To outline on the overhead projector while giving lectures like a doctoral professor with more acclaim. In all that I claim to make the game what you should from a higher aim.
Live and direct show back on right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Kwailive up in the studio. Yeah, the last songs that we just played off of my mixtape, last song that you heard was called The Entrance. You know what I'm saying? Off the Acknowledgement mixtape. This beat right here is done by me, of course, from one of my guys' projects. Check it out real soon. The song before that was Joshua, you know what I'm saying? Off of the Knowledgeable. Then we played, Judgment off of the Know You Will and started it off with my song Positivity, you know what I'm saying, on You Will Know, man. I'm trying to really put that together right now, man. It's sounding nice though, man. But we gonna keep it moving right here on River West Radio, Kwailive in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep it locked right here. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving, man.
Real hip hop's back. Kwailive. Told you I'm gonna bring that 94 style back, man. Get prepared. Yeah.
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
I've been doing a lot. Yo.
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
I've been doing a lot. Yo.
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
I've been doing a lot. Yo.
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
Can I borrow $1 for old time's sake? Now moving on to higher stakes to take off this break. Back to my plateau, rocking for the lake show. Ready to let go on my own instrumental. Sample and composition, giving with this written. Sharpen to lay down the incisions. Doing surgery for hurts who haven't heard of me. Lyrically, I'm one of the best, coming from Milwaukee, Chicago, Detroit, and the whole Midwest. The process was inside of this flesh that God bless. With the skills and approach, strategically set for any coach, prepared to raise a toast. I'm a free agent, looking for a placement to get out my statements in all of my arrangements. So you better stay tuned right here, as I broadcast through your ear.
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
I've been doing a lot. Yo.
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
I've I've been doing a lot, yo.
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
I've been doing a lot, yo.
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
Now y'all wondering why it took so long while I was studying and creating songs that I felt would fit my first real project to project what's above my neck for your respect or props to push me over the top, dropping no slop. Once y'all cop for real, a scoop of the natural flavors you recommend it to your neighbor and the neighbor like I'm the favor you've been asking for. Voice unique and never a bore, giving lectures, structures and organization, proper grammar and education or any demonstration. A piece in the paragraph, given on behalf of me without a team or a staff. Yo, I'm about to bring y'all the real and will appeal to anyone seeking a refreshing refill.
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
I've been doing a lot. Yo,
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
I've been doing a lot. Yo,
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
I've been doing a lot. Yo,
What you been doing?
I've been doing a lot.
What you been?
When it's all said and done, I will be considered #1, and you can count on that, son. Dog local player, as an impacted rhyme sayer, and no artistic displayer. The script in the canvas with the freshness, none contested, holding the best wit. Full of smarts, knowing the art straight from the heart. I'm gonna do my part, okay, to bring back the sound that used to be profound, coming from the origins of the underground. Jumping the extra leap, so y'all can't sleep on anything that I speak. Because I'm aiming to please from here to overseas, rising the temperature a couple degrees, so you can honor the prolific mic scholar, bringing the message like those rocking the collar. Church.
What you been doing? What you been? 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 What you been? What you been?
I'm out here. Up north. Who won the ground? Make no mistake. Playback. The lyrical master. When it comes to rockin' mics,
I got the real hip hop.
don't front.
I got the real hip hop.
I'm out here. Up north. Who won the ground? Make no mistake. Playback. The lyrical master. When it comes to rockin' mics,
I got the real hip hop.
don't front.
I got the real hip hop. Take notice and don't lose focus, because I hope you get this. I'm one of the illest lyricists and beat chemists, about to finish the rest without a blemish. Once they're diminished, wiped out of the place, having no more good trace, just sick in the face on how the people embrace their new leader. I am the one that you'll become a believer, listening through your receivers. By what I jot in my notebook, you'll be so hooked knowing my lines with a good overlooked. Accepting my role, bringing class to the new school. I'm no fool with the intelligence to give jewels. In conference with professionals, suit and tie at the table, showing variables of parables. I'm so incredible, where the man is so respectable. You can't argue, step close to follow.
I'm out here. Up north. Who won the ground? Make no mistake. Playback. The lyrical master. When it comes to rockin' mics,
I got the real hip hop.
don't front.
I got the real hip hop.
I'm out here. Up north. mistake, playback, the lyrical master. When it comes to rockin' mics,
I got the real hip hop.
don't front.
I got the real hip hop. Got it on the layout. My sound will play out to evolve and reroute your directions with no doubts. Clearing your head, all worries dead. Slicing them like bread, relaxing on your spread. To the music I create, and the message demonstrates I'm really great. Don't try to debate. I am my own person with a life and authentic version shown through the working. Putting this together, I'm better than whoever or whatever you think might pluck a feather. Will get tarred and tattered, jarred and stored during the cold weather. So don't ever mess with me or my team. Trying to get yourself high self-esteem will only bring roaring screams. To end that dream, plan a scheme by any means. I mean by any means.
I'm out here, up north, who won the ground. Make no mistake, playback, the lyrical master. When it comes to rockin' mics,
I got the real hip hop.
don't front.
I got the real hip hop.
I'm out here, up north, who won the ground. Make no mistake, playback, the lyrical master. When it comes to rockin' mics,
I got the real hip hop.
don't front.
I got the real hip hop. Why do I have to say this again? I'm on the mission, push to win before I begin attacking. Already on the last lap, case closed, it's a wrap. Got the whole map while you're sleeping, taking naps. Feel this fresh water flow coming north of Chicago, erasing sorrow from unwanted cargo. Holding us back, the lake men will take all of the slack. Yep, all of that. In this new age, the stage releasing the people out the cage just off of one phrase. Stuck from a maze, shouting the praise all in the days. Now ready to engage with others in the community, gaining a sense of unity. You and me working together triumphantly, using our abilities continuously for the sake of humanity.
I'm out here, up north, who won the ground. Make no mistake, playback, the lyrical master. When it comes to rockin' mics,
I got the real hip hop.
don't front.
I got the real hip hop.
I'm out here, up north, who won the ground. Make no mistake, playback, the lyrical master. When it comes to rockin' mics,
I got the real hip hop.
don't front.
I got the real hip hop.
I'm out here, up north, who won the ground. Make no mistake, playback, the lyrical master. When it comes to rockin' mics,
I got the real hip hop.
don't front.
I got the real hip hop.
I'm out here, up north, who won the ground. Make no mistake, playback, the lyrical master. When it comes to rockin' mics,
I got the real hip hop.
don't front.
I got the real hip hop. I got the real hip hop. I got the real hip hop.
RiverWestRadio.com. It's the Live and Direct show with your boy Kwailive right here. You know what I'm saying? Promoting me. Live and Direct for you and yours. Yeah, the last two songs that we just played, of course, Knowledgeability, off the Acknowledgeable mixtape, and What You've Been Doing, off the same project. And also, right here, this is the outro beat. I'm really not playing, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of joints, but you know what I'm saying? Get a segment of stuff that I have for you. But yeah, this is the outro beat and all of that for the Acknowledgeable mixtape. So we're gonna keep it moving right here. Again, if y'all got any, like, you know, some shout outs or whatever, or seeing what I'm doing here, hit me up at area code 414-3, oops. Sometimes you make mistakes. 414, because it's live and direct. 935-2951. That's 414-935-2951. Oh man, for real. But anyway, hit me up if you got anything on your mind, you know what I'm saying, feedback to the kid or whatnot. We're gonna keep it moving right here on riverwestradio.com with allotment right here. All for the same mixtape.
Kwailive. For a new regime to bring it in, and we doing our thing. We about to be the kings of this rap thing. Better understand that we coming with more things to bring. And it's actual fact, we never whack. We got this whole city on our back, the whole region on our back. We about to have the whole world soon right on our back. Hearing the instrumental through the headphones, I prepare myself to speak with a vocal tone dynamic enough for the microphone to show I'm not a clone doing this work efficient all alone to project a message to enrich the visual. So lies proven so mythical and hysterical. It's my lyrical poetics that stands so pivotal to make you feel influential out of the research so critical. Marking the key, expressing me and all the things I try to be by the blood within me. See, honesty, I'm a king with true humility, growing in this real reality righteously for you to follow me, spreading these words gracefully to obtain your attention, easily attached to the melody and the legacy that will be down in history. For a new regime to bring it in, and we doing our thing. We about to be the kings of this rap thing. Better understand that we coming with more things to bring. And it's actual fact, we never whack. We got this whole city on our back, the whole region on our back. We about to have the whole world soon right on our back. I think it's over for all the song you dance. My moves reaching the piece to advance, bringing the tide, not notice the glance. Now hooked to the trance that's keeping you on the prance, or a different movement in the stance. Rephrasing the action that'll occur with the quiet whispers, waiting to see what I deliver. Critiquing if I'm attended by this voice, you'll remember the passage is quoted from Timber. Processed through the sheets and napkins, composed by Reginald Hawkins. Probably Chiba Hawkins, down the road walking, letting my rhymes doing the talking. Even though I like chalking upon the blackboard skate, functioning to reiterate all that's at stake. If we just take time to break and don't try to create a better state, then we won't have control of our fate. For a new regime to bring it in, and we doing our thing. We about to be the kings of this rap thing. Better understand that we coming with more things to bring. And it's actual fact, we never whack. We got this whole city on our back, the whole region on our back. We about to have the whole world soon right on our back. I have to make this message very clear so you know in here, my purpose right here to keep the essence like a pioneer. Either the speaker or the legacy of leaders. Bear witness to one of the new teachers, master poet and preacher. Developing this fever so contagious it will reach you, while transmitted airbound from a sound lab somewhere in a compound, about to spread in every town. Have no antidote to be found. It'll surround you and hold you down, so don't drown through all we go through. My vocals will make it hopeful, dealing with all this trouble, flexing this mental muscle to guide you in the struggle. Articulated with no muffles, completing the puzzle. While we hustle and make it through the rain, I'm making sure that I'm guiding you through all this pain. For a new regime to bring it in, and we doing our thing. We about to be the kings of this rap thing. Better understand that we coming with more things to bring. And it's actual fact, we never whack. We got this whole city on our back, the whole region on our back. We about to have the whole world soon right on our back. For a new regime to bring it in, and we doing our thing. We about to be the kings of this rap thing. Better understand that we coming with more things to bring. And it's actual fact, we never whack. We got this whole city on our back, the whole region on our back. We about to have the whole world soon right on our back.
Never end.
from the golden rule to lay the jewels and take the masses back to school. I push to dominate and elevate your mind state through what I animate and create. Using these tools taught from the golden rule to lay the jewels and take the masses back to school. My thoughts are enhanced to build and advance your mind out of circumstance from this pure substance. Doing miracles by the pencil and tune to the instrumental. So simple for me, it's typical that I have this given ability. Actually, to use all my faculties accordingly, so naturally producing marvelous orchestrations. By my dedication, to work this imagination and bring forth creations in the class of its own upon the microphone, inspiring how it's shown when I speak my tone, vibrating sound waves to engrave this wisdom to be brave, freeing the slaves to obtain what they crave. Amongst the problems they go through, well, the clue on what they should do to go on and continue, will not be stuck having the curse of unluck. They will gain and abduct the world through what I conduct. I push to dominate and elevate your mind state through what to animate and create. Using these tools taught from the golden rule to lay the jewels and take the masses back to school. I push to dominate and elevate your mind state through what to animate and create. Using these tools taught from the golden rule to lay the jewels and take the masses back to school. Transmitting from my higher power over the tower. I'm only doing it to pollinate, see forming flowers that constantly grow. By this overflow, pouring what I know out of experience from the get-go. Living a fruitful existence, reaching a greater distance of maturity, not only for an instant. Yet my stages numbering the pages that last for ages until the outcome becomes outrageous. Passing the charted levels, pushing the pedal to go beyond and not settle for less when it's measurable. To hit your peak, never becoming weak. Every time I drop a leak, a track in the streak, you'll be geeked. To hear me chat for a while, loving my style above all of the rest in the pile. Can I relax, realize into themselves they can change their act by how I work to impact. I push to dominate and elevate your mind state through what to animate and create. Using these tools taught from the golden rule to lay the jewels and take the masses back to school. I push to dominate and elevate your mind state through what to animate and create. Using these tools taught from the golden rule to lay the jewels and take the masses back to school. Again, forgive me for the delay. I hope it's okay because I have a lot to say to the masses. No matter what race, creed, or classes, I'm for everyone, and that's no dashes of division, showing that I have a unified vision. You can envision what I'm recommending by my force of nature. Being the rhyme creator, I'm making out, embrace the true flavor that I promise not to hold back when it comes to making tracks and outreach by a touch of that. You can count on me lyrically to be an MC, to raise the bar so respectfully. For a change in the common ground to be found through this use of sound, never letting you down, so you can blossom out of the rain with the needed sunlight you've been waiting for just to gain. I push to dominate and elevate your mind state through what I animate and create. Using these tools taught from the golden rule to lay the jewels and take the masses back to school. I push to dominate and elevate your mind state through what I animate and create. Using these tools taught from the golden rule to lay the jewels and take the masses back to school. I push to dominate. Using these tools and create. Back to school. I push to dominate. Using these tools and create. Back to school. notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking the float with a better hope. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking the float with a better hope. Alkaline rhymes off of the pine, the pullback is score at any time. For the sake of the mind, needing better encouragement. Get this set to exercise your regiments. I represent for your excellence, commanding your attention. You got to listen just to beat my understanding, cause it's superb comprehension. Thought and execution to be respected by a professor at your nearest institution with solutions. For the populace, I move with a thrust to serve justice if it wasn't obvious. And my skills and abilities lyrically should be one of your favorites recorded in memory. Through powerful combinations, jab for jab, I get some penetration hitting all points in the tab. Showing I can spit a bit, and soon you will acknowledge it as pure and dominant. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking the float with a better hope. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking the float with a better hope. Penmanship with a tight grip to let me rip off of the tip and flip your wig in the zip. Crushing obstacles to the true particle, underline article, real unique for you to marvel. In a manner to teach, able to reach by the way I preach from the pulpit. I'll get you open through my gift of speech for everyday people. Arrested development, treated unequal amongst the system so feeble. Either saving us or doing us to just we all trust will empower us because it's a must. They handle tasks accordingly, morally through the inscripted poetry, shared vocally, victoriously. Like screaming champions, addressing the mood and opinion, not for the attention, but for the feeling, the greatness dimension, achieving the prize. Through how I analyze and exercise my creativity to deliver and surprise. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking the float with a better hope. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking the float with a better hope. The total everything in one sum will equal a great amount of wisdom given out on the random conversation on what I gained the stock within this brain, building up more to contain in each of my veins. Pumping regenerated plasma from my heart matter to continue chapters of all that I have to gather during changing seasons with a conscious reason to shed light like a beacon for what you've been seeking. By an MC who can crush tracks annually, popping up like a canopy, rising to the top gradually to be considered to rock your arena from here to Pasadena. Picture perfect at Kodak Theater, live on stage distributing lines off of the page that will make the crowd go enraged. They will be moved to a new direction while I'm supplying answers to all of their questions. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking the float with a better hope. Prepare to take notes to these quotes that invoke you to bob your throat like you're shaking from a choke. I got rhymes to quote to be the rope, helping you from sinking the float with a better hope. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve, that you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve, that you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve, that you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve, that you can achieve. To the young boys, listen to the track. I'm gonna give you a fact. You can be whatever you want, in fact. When you honestly believe in that, and also yourself, you can reach that goal and accomplish that dream your eyes are set on. But you have to perform and go and handle it in the storm, which is sometimes very chaotic. But the key is to absorb the logic, understand the knowledge, know the steps, memorize and have it kept for you to rap anything you want to death. You can and will. Once you acquire the skills to build your objective at will. Everything will go as planned for you to land the job you want at hand and becoming the man like you should and would. Just making sure you get it understood because things can turn out very good. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. To all my little sisters playing with Barbie dolls, you have to realize you can have it all. But the path ain't small, it'll take a big call. But stay strong and control it all. It can happen for you when you focus on what you gotta do and complete the task in front of you. Everything will become possible. It's all up to you to make it through. This process of learning, not earning the money to be burning. As the pages keep on turning, you have the ability to create your opportunity and state if you work to educate yourself for better means. You can get that green and do a lot of shopping, non-stopping, continuing because you got what it takes on the moves to shake, changing the stakes at any rate. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. As a child, my parents told me to go the extra mile, zip it up and smile before the teacher dials. A call to either one of them, saying it was him doing some random act to put punishment on him. Detention on the principal's room, faced with the gloom. Now y'all wouldn't assume in school I do cartoons. Even had a knack for sports, playing on the gym court or running on the field in soccer shorts. See, I have a lot of interest that came from time invested to keep my mind fresh, and yes, you can say it was a test to make me the best in what I do, regardless of the test of conquest or the obstacle in the way. My intelligence paved the way for me to be the person you hear today, so you can learn from me and believe you can achieve what you want to be. It's up in you to be. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. Yo, you gotta believe. Yo, you gotta believe that you can achieve. That you can achieve. You gotta believe. You gotta believe.